Always remember.
We're here at Rebel Scum, day 2 with Simon Kassianides.
That's me.
How you doing? How's the con been?
I'm great, man. I mean, it's my first time in Texas. I came in on my birthday on Thursday.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm really surprised by how big this con is.
Absolutely.
And how awesome everyone is here.
Yeah.
And also, unlike anyone else, I went for a walk.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying it was too hot, but I'm coming in from Cyprus.
Yeah.
And actually, the heat here isn't as bad as it is in Cyprus.
Wow.
So I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I went for a walk. I went to the mall. When I got here, I was so tired. But
yeah. I'm sure there are a lot of Texans who would be humbled by that.
yeah, man, I know. Yeah, but it's been great. I've had a great time.
Yeah.
It's been a busy day.
Yeah.
Seen some incredible outfits.
Well,
and
speaking of the heat, you wear a pretty, I would imagine a pretty hot getup with the Mando armor.
yeah.
What is that like?
You know, season 3, you know, they remodeled my whole outfit.
Yeah.
And so they sent me to London to get scanned. And then when I turned up, it was just because it's leather, and you know, so you know that it's gonna, you know, get more flexible as you go. But day 1, I felt like an egg in a snake. It was like packed in there.
Yeah.
You know? But you sweat so much, and then luckily you lose weight as you go along. So you know, and you're running around and sweating so much, and so you drop a few pounds. So by the time I finished filming, it fit much easier than it did when I first turned up.
Certainly good.
Yeah, and I know we follow you on social media, and we know how hyped you are about Mando stuff and people bringing stuff to your tables and the suit.
Yeah,
for you
of course.
specifically, how was it seeing the suit for the first time when they were like, hey, this is your pretty badass armor?
You know, I mean, it went through in 2 stages. Like the very first time, I was just overwhelmed with the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, as a big fan, like turning up and you find out you're going to be a Mandalorian. You know, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's a fan. But then the season 3, which there was a bit of a gap, COVID and all those things. Sure. When I went there and tried on the new outfit, and I saw the upgrade, and I saw the helmet, just all the levels of detail and I guess the craftsmanship that went in.
Yeah.
It was mind blowing. It was mind blowing.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
For a fan, that's got to be like such a surreal experience. Another really cool thing that you get to do is in one of the, I would say, most epic scenes in season 3, you get to pretty much crash a Star Destroyer and jump out the window.
When I took out Moff Gideon with a plane.
Yeah, exactly. You drove it straight there. If you had the opportunity to be behind the wheel of another Star Wars vehicle or ship,
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I grew up with the original trilogy, so you know I've got some of my earliest memories of seeing them all in the cockpit.
Yeah.
You know, with with Obi-Wan and with Luke, and so for me to with Alec Guinness, so my memories are sort of formed around this image. So if I actually got to step inside the Millennium Falcon, that would I don't know how I'd handle that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
In that same vein, kind of like, which ship would you want to fly? And maybe it's one of those characters that you just listed. Throughout the timeline, Star Wars has a lot of characters.
Yeah.
If there was a character throughout Star Wars, no matter in the timeline, alive or dead, that you could pick to have a scene with your character, who would you want to share the scene with?
Han Solo.
Yeah,
Han Solo, man. Like Harrison Ford in the original trilogy. Anytime, any place, man. That would just been.
Is that like your guy, like your character that you love?
I mean, it's hard not to. You know, when I was a kid, those films were my time.
Yep.
You know, like a little bit before my time, but because it was really my brother's time.
Sure. Yeah.
My older brother. So I just wanted to. I was emulating anything that he was involved in. My brother.
Yeah.
So just like I think the prequels were for a whole generation their films.
absolutely.
So, Han Solo for me was just, he was so cool and fun, and, I think it's so emotionally, like when when he comes out of deep freeze, in Return of the Jedi, and he's all messed up and he can't see.
Yeah.
And he's holding. I remember when he holds Chewie.
Yeah.
And he's crying. He's like so emotional.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. Like, I really felt that even as a kid.
Absolutely.
I just thought the acting was incredible. I thought Harrison Ford's a great actor. He's a star, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, watching what he went on to do, and all the characters. I mean, he's also Indiana Jones.
Yep.
We could go on and on about.
He's the definition of he's also when it comes to listing his credits. That's amazing.
He's an incredible actor, and he's still killing it. I think he just got nominated now for his first Emmy.
Yeah.
For Shrinking. So pretty cool. Yeah, I'd say him.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I'd say him.
Now I'm sure this this question is coming.
Oh, go on.
There's a Mandalorian movie coming out.
I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard.
have you? Okay, good. It's a pretty big deal next year.
Yeah, it is a pretty big deal.
Whether you are in it or not or whatever, as a fan and as someone who's been in Star Wars, how would you describe it?
I mean, look, I've always been a massive fan of Jon Favreau's.
Yeah.
I think even before I was cast in it, in the show, I have a little bit of like nerves around Jon.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time with him.
Absolutely.
But I still find it very nerve-wracking because I'm in so much awe of him as a director, as a creator. And I think with the show that we were in, he was involved, of course, very involved.
Yeah.
But in terms of him stepping forwards and directing and really being the creative force behind it entirely, it wasn't that way.
Yeah.
He had to kind of show run. He had to kind of like shepherd a lot of other directors through the vision and us as actors. So his responsibility was more spread over it all.
Yeah.
So I think for the movie, seeing what Jon Favreau is going to do with a film on his own with this huge canvas and shooting it for the big screen, I'm pumped.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm pumped.
preaching to the choir right now.
So I think a lot of people are going to be very surprised by how cinematic, how energetic, and how off the charts that film's going to be. Because it's Jon Favreau. He's no slouch. This guy's going to kill it. There's no doubt about that.
And truly speaking about the film and the size of that film and how everybody's excited about it, people wouldn't be as excited about it if there wasn't 3 seasons of a show to be excited about before it, which you were a part of, which you are such a big part of for us as fans, which we would be remiss if we did not ask. From your time on Star Wars and working on The Mandalorian, is there a lesson that you learned that stuck with you through your process or just anything throughout being 100%. On set?
Yeah, man. I mean, I was killed in the first episode that I did for The Mandalorian. Season 2 episode, that episode where Mando runs down the corridor and throws the bombs. I ran myself and threw myself in. We filmed that and I died. And so I got called back and, the whole thing changed, and then there was a huge gap between. I was told when we were shooting the new ending, hey man, make sure you're available, but there's no contract, there's no guarantee, and then you wait with faith. And they called, and then this incredible hero's arc, John described it to me, it was like, it's coming, and I did it. So the lesson I learned was, this business, a lot of people would tell you, is filled with sharks, and it is, and filled with people that aren't necessarily honest, and that's true, it is. But the people that are handling Star Wars and the people that I've met and worked with in it, they're good people. And the lesson I learned is that trust where there are good people, and it'll come good. And I did. I kept myself available. I believed that I would be called back. I was. And it's the same feeling I have now. I'm not stressed about axe woes. I'm really proud of what I did, and I'm really humbled by the choice in the edits. I gave my all in the season. I really just relaxed and did so many variations for the scenes. Believing that they would edit the best performance for the show, and they did. So I'm just so grateful to be part of it. And I know that I'm excited for when we see Axe again. However it is, I'm trusting in the good people again. and they've got an idea, and I can't wait to know what that is.
Yeah, we don't want to keep you much longer. You've been here a long time. You're came in on your birthday. Everybody's excited about you being here. Before we end, a question that we always like to ask our guests. It's a short question, but sometimes it has a long answer.
Okay.
Why do you love Star Wars?
I think Star Wars ultimately, like, I think it's basically aimed at goodness.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it's a mythological. You know, I think mythologies are very powerful. They always have been in our history as humans.
Yeah.
And I think it's a modern mythology which includes everybody.
Yep.
Right. Irrespective of background, culture, and religion.
Yeah.
And that sort of unifying story is very rare.
Yeah.
You know, as a media tool, let's say, that focuses on, you know, all the good things and unifies people as a whole.
Absolutely.
That's pretty unique.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we all love Star Wars.
Yeah. What we like to say is when we ask that question that there truly is no wrong answer, but that was absolutely the right answer. So thank you so much. And truly, on behalf of not only Star Wars and the community, but on behalf of us selfishly who are big fans of you,
Well, thank
you for your contributions to Star Wars and some of our favorite Star Wars. And we appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Very nice to meet you both.
Of course.
And may the force be with you.
Yeah, this is the way.
Thank you.